Hi guys, it's Allie with Chaos Monkey, and I'm just doing a video to show some finishes that I finished recently, well, in the past couple of months. I'm just going to do them all in one video instead of trying to break them up into what I actually, into the videos themselves, like the finished videos. I just think it'll be a little easier to edit and faster to put up. So, I'm just going to go in my bag of finishes here. Alright, so I finished a pair of shorty socks, shorter kind of crew socks, I guess. And this was in Knit Picks Felici in Vampire Vibes. So hope that is not blowing out. I'm going to come down just a little bit. There we go. And hope that everything is bright, but not blown out bright. A little tricky with my lighting right now. And so, again, this is just a Knit Picks yarn, and it's 75% merino wool and 25% nylon, which is standard for a sock. The yarn, I don't know, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Felici, because sometimes I've gotten some really, really bad skeins. Really bad, like splotches of black all over the rest of the skein, and it wasn't intentional on the striping, because Felici is the self-striping. I think the only gripe I really have now is the quality seems to be better, but they're always putting two colors that are very similar right next to each other. These aren't as bad, but there's been other colors where you can't even tell the difference. That it just looks like a bigger stripe from a distance. That's annoying. I wish they wouldn't do that when they plan out the striping, or whoever they have dyeing their yarn. So, I try to get it on sale here and there, and it's an okay yarn. I do wear my socks, I do wear them out, and this, I will tell you, Felici pills a lot for a sock yarn. So, if you do wear them, don't expect them to be holding up too long, just overall, because there's a huge amount of pilling. I mean, you could probably de-pill them, and as long as you do it the correct way, I guess you're not supposed to pull pills because it causes more pills. You're supposed to cut the pills with like those little shavers. Either the ones you can pull or the little electric ones that just, shave off the balls. But I really don't do that with my socks. I do it with sweaters, but socks I'm like, meh. So, there you go. So, I like this, the colors overall. These stripes were a little too close together. And I did try, like, for the first time, a 1x1 rib. Ooh, there's some laddering there, folks. I don't do that very often. Okay, hide my shame. No ladders. Because I did do it 2 at a time, so apparently I laddered on my ribbing a little bit. But I normally do 2x2 rib up here, and I tried a 1x1, and I really don't like it. So I will always do a 2x2 rib from now on, because I hate this. I really hate this. I was going to rip it out and redo it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wear them and see, and just, it's Felici. I'm just going to, if anything, I think what I'm probably going to do is just kind of roll the cuff down. Maybe if I can while I'm wearing it, and that would make me feel better about the way it looks for the 1x1. I did finish them a while ago, and I did wash and block them, so I think that's probably how I'm going to wear them. Was just the, and they're for me, so it's no biggie. I did the Judy's Magic cast on toe up, 2 at a time, fish lips kiss heel, and then I tried the 1x1 rib, which, like I said, I don't like the looks of. I do my stretchy bind off or Russian bind off, and I think it does look better with the 1x1 if you want to do a cuff. If I'd known I was going to fold it over, I probably would have made it a lot longer, but I don't think it's going to stay folded over. So again, I'm going to stick with the 2x2 because I think it looks better. So that was a pair of socks I finished, and I never showed you guys, or I might have showed you in progress, and I had quite a bit of yarn left over. I did weigh it. I had 16 grams in one and 18 grams in the other, and the way I kept track was I put a knot in one of the tails so I'd know which one had the 16 grams, so that I can put this into my scrap bin and know what's in there to use. So that's what the sticky note is about. And then I did finish some mitts, and these were from a Yarnier. So this was from, I think I still have it here. It was from the Yarnier box 32 and I crocheted them. That's the knit version on the cover. And let's see, I did not do them exactly as the pattern. So as you can see, that's the pattern, and then this is my, so I didn't do quite the exact same. The first time I made one, I did, and then when I ripped it back to fix something, I didn't. And then I realized what I did, and I just copied it on the second one because I didn't want to rip back again. So these parts are like symmetrical completely, whereas on the pattern there was a difference with the colors alternated. And I goofed that, and then I just decided I'm not ripping this back again. And I'm perfectly, it's, we'll say a feature, a design feature, so. But anyway, I do like them. This is how they go on. And then, as you can see, they fit and with the bobble stitch and all of that good stuff. So, very comfy, very simple and quick if you don't mess up and keep ripping them back like I did. And this was out of the heirloom yarn that was in the kit, of course. And it was her sweater base. It's hand-dyed in Edinburgh or Edinburgh, Edinburgh, there you go, for Scotland. Rainbow heirloom yarns. And then one was Snow Melt and one was Wicked Pacific. So I can't remember which color was which, but I really do like the yarn. I like the dyeing. Really pretty, nice to work with yarn. So there you go. There's one of my finishes from a yarn yay anyway. And actually I forgot I had finished them, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them here on my desk so I can wear them when my hands get cold, when I'm keyboarding, when I'm typing. Because my hands do get cold, and now they're nice and handy and they're super comfortable. So yay. So that was a finish from a yarn yay. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh yeah, okay. I finished a Mary Maxim. Here we go. This was this guy. It was a Lion brand, free Lion brand pattern for this cowl, which is the Coca cowl. And it was out of, I think I have the label. Is this the label? Was it the Stitch Bird? Yes, it was the Stitch Bird out of Lion brand, 80% acrylic, 17% wool, out of Seagull. And I think we got, how many balls of this did we get? I can't remember. I think we got 4 balls, so I think I have a ball left over. I could be wrong, but it took 3 balls to do, and it's a free pattern, so you guys can see it. But I didn't make any modifications, like that, how simple that pattern is. So, you know, it's basically round 1, and then repeat round 1 all the way around. So, it's just a 2x2, and it's very stretchy with this 2x2 rib. Did I modify anything? I don't think I did. 2x2, blah blah blah, I think we're good. And I just did a loose bind off and a loose cast on just to make sure it had the stretch on both ends. Like you can see, stretchy stretch, and then stretchy stretch, and to make sure they came out pretty even. And I liked the yarn. The yarn is very squishy. I was very interesting with that thread running through, and you can see it kind of has a striping action. So it's a very nice squishy cowl. So I did finish that because I knew that would be quick and I really wanted to have the finished item. And then the last thing, as of recently, I don't think I'm missing anything, I might, but I try to put them all together, is I did the slouchy hat. Oops, I have an N showing you guys, don't look at that. It was the boomerang scarf slouchy from Mary Maxim. I didn't do the shawl, I just did the hat so far, and I thought the yarn would work really nicely for the slouch. And it was in, I don't think I have the label for that yarn, but it was in the Fair Isle Willow in Granite or Moody, and I can't remember which one I got. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, but that's the one I made. I basically made it to the pattern except for I did 2x2 rib instead of like a 2x1 rib is what they were using. So as you can see, I did a 2x2 at the bottom. It's definitely drapey. You can see that drape. But I really honestly don't think it's good for a hat because I think it's just going to fall off your head. I did wash and block it and waited for it to kind of tighten back up after washing because it is a bamboo wool. Let me see, what was it? It was, oh, they don't tell you here. But anyway, if the Fair Isle Willow was a mix of the bamboo and wool, and I think it just has a little too much bamboo in it to make a hat. Here, let me get my dummy head here. So this is my guy head. So he averages out to 22 inches around in circumference, which is the average adult head, somewhere in there. And it fits him pretty good, but it's really kind of floppy. So let's put that on him right there. So you can see, there it is from the front, there it is from the side. There's a lot of drape there. Try to come up a little bit. And if you can, I don't know if you can see how it hangs, but hopefully maybe I'll slip in a picture so you can actually see it properly, because I know it's hard with the overhead. But it is very, very drapey, which is great for a slouch. So yeah, it's really soft, it's really drapey. The yarn it blocked after washing and blocking. It's really nice. It's just, I think it's going to be for a slouchy. I don't know. I think maybe if you guys haven't made it yet, maybe go down on your stitch count for the brim than what they wanted. Because I used the number they wanted. And I think if you go down on your stitch count, blah, blah, blah. They wanted 121 stitches. You might want to just go, like, I don't know, pull that number down, and you should have it come in just enough to really maybe grab the head a little better. That's my suggestion if you haven't made it yet and you want to make this slouch. Because other than that, it's fine. We just need a little more grab here. I did go down a needle size here, and then went up a needle size here, and it still didn't come in enough with this yarn. So my other suggestion would be go down a needle size for your ribbing, but also reduce that stitch count from 120, because that might tighten it up a little bit. Just, you know, it's not going to be tight ever, but just to maybe have it just a little more grabby, so it won't have the chance of sliding off someone's head. So I did try it on a couple times. I honestly don't think it's going to slip off my head, but I have a lot of crazy hair that is, you know what I mean, it's going to grab it. If you have slick hair or, you know, things like that, it may not stay on as well. So, but just as a heads up, that's my only preference. I'm sure it's perfectly fine to wear. I just wanted this to be a little more grabby on the rib. That's it. Other than that, it worked really well. It's just really, it's one of those hats that are going to be more like a summer spring hat versus a winter hat, really, for a good slouch. And I think that, oh, hold on, I have one more. This one's a work in progress though, but I don't know when I'm going to finish it, and I know you guys wanted to see this. So if you guys remember, it was the Heart to Heart scarf by Kelly Hobart from the Alpaca Direct. It was from January, so it was from the January club. I am making it out of the yarn she gave me. And as you guys know, she gave me black in the alpaca. And if you want me to remind you, here's this on the skein, 100% baby alpaca. And it's in this really beautiful heathered black. So I am making it, but I don't know when I'm going to get it finished, because I'm making too many different things. So let me bring this back down so you guys can see it better. So there you go. And again, it's black, so it's going to be kind of hard. So here's the bottom of the scarf. And then when it's blocked, you'll see how it opens up a little more. And there's the heart stitches. I'll give that a second to focus. And it's really, really pretty. And this is so unbelievably soft and drapey because it's that baby alpaca. So yeah, definitely gorgeous, definitely easy pattern, fun pattern to do. It's just one of those things that I just haven't gotten to finish. I was hoping to finish at least one skein, but I haven't yet. And it takes both skeins because it's a pretty good length of a scarf. So there you go. I hope you guys can see this because it's really hard to get the dark yarns to really show any detail. But I'm sure it'll look better when I'm editing than it does now. So, yeah, and I'm really enjoying it. It's super soft, super gorgeous, and I definitely think this would look good for a guy, because you could sneak those hearts in and give it to a guy, and he wouldn't really realize that he has wearing hearts. With this dark color, it's definitely more of a masculine type of piece, in my opinion anyway. Alright, you guys, that's all I had. Those were my recent, semi-recent finishes and my works in progress. Anything else I finish, I will share. And I think I'm good to go for right now. If I forgot anything, I'll just put another video together. And I hope everybody is doing well, and I will talk to you later.